So I'm Becca. I'm a strength and conditioning coach, and I help people develop strength and muscle health so they can continue to do their activities of daily living. But I'm also working on my kitchen. So I have, poured a lot of money into this so far, and when I walk in here, I'm like, there's so much to do, so much to clean. Right now, I'm attempting to scrape off some of this wallpaper. I'll show you how my paint removal situation is going. So these things have been painted white, like a greenish brown color, and brown. And of course they've also been stained like a traditional wood. In fact, let me show you what it probably looked like before someone came in here and messed it up. I'm fine with sometimes painting wood, but if your wood looks like this, okay? This house, these fixtures were put in the early 1900s, 19 teens, around 1912. I have like the old receipts from it. It was probably stained like this. And if you look at this little latch here, I love that. Turn handles. And if you look in here in the pantry, this was actually one of the colors that was in the kitchen at one time. Watch. So I love that these drawers, when you pull them out, they get a little stuck in the summertime. It's just so endearing. However, at the time it was green. I'm wondering if that is the same time that this wallpaper was up. So if you are from like around the era, if you recognize this pattern, I'm curious, what decade was this? There was like another wallpaper on top of that I had removed. And then of course it was painted over. But yes, I'm having quite a time. I started sanding in this corner, hoping to get as much paint off as I can. I used paint stripper, and I don't know. I am struggling with the idea that I might have to paint over it because it is taking so long to remove the paint that is in this wood. I don't know what I'm just gonna keep working at it, and I won't be able to strip all of the wood in here. I'm going to paint the trim white, probably. I don't know if you remember, I do have an old picture. There were ceiling tiles up here, and I asked the contractor if I could prime and paint over top of those little teeny tiny holes, and that would cover it. And unfortunately, he said, yeah, you probably have to patch those. So that is another thing that I am doing. So yeah, working on removing paint, wallpaper, patching holes all over the kitchen. I did wipe it down. I bleached the ceiling over there, and I have mold resistant primer to put on things, especially that area. I'm going to prime this entire kitchen, which is my hope for this weekend, which means I don't think I can only focus on getting the paint stripped from these two doors. Also, because it costs so much money to heat and cool this house, I caulked a window, so I'm looking for something else to caulk.